Hello everyone. This is Thursday, February 3rd, 2022 at 1:20 in the afternoon. And you can see it's a beautiful day here. It's raining, but it's sort of raining off and on, but it's really melting. It's one of those days when the snow is going back down. And I understand there's another big storm coming. So where we are, we're right between two storms right now. This is the calm between the two storms. I like that. The calm between two storms. We got mild temperatures today. We're plus, I think we're around plus 4 degrees. And going to remain warm tonight and tomorrow. And then on the weekend, we're supposed to get freezing rain and maybe some snow and whatever nature decides to show at us. Okay, so this is the calm day today. Not too much of anything. There was a little bit of rain in here when I walked uptown, but it seems to have stopped for the time being. I brought my trusted umbrella with me in case I need it, but right now I don't need it. So here we are in and I forgot to tell you where I am. I'm in Dartmouth. Just seeing how much snow we get around here right now. A lot of it's gone because of this mild weather today. So like I said, it was the calm between two storms. There's another storm brewing. It's supposed to be coming Friday afternoon and Saturday. Freezing rain, snow. If we're lucky, the temperature will be enough that it'll just be rain. And take all this horrible snow away. But we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to walk around in downtown Dartmouth today. I haven't done that for a while. And so I hope you enjoy the walk with me. And not too great to look at, but we're going to just walk around downtown and have a little look at how much snow we got, and we'll talk about whatever we feel like while we're walking around. I've already got some stuff on this phone, so I don't know how much storage I got. So hopefully I'll have enough to do a decent sized video before it shuts off. I think I do. Because it'll usually handle 2 videos before it won't go anymore. So we'll see. Anyways, here we are, downtown Dartmouth, walking on Portland Street. I might walk down and take a look across the harbor, see what that looks like. It's a little bit foggy out today. A little bit of something in the air here, but it's not really raining. But it is a little bit overcast and a little bit of fog or something like that in the air. So we are above zero now. This is the first time in quite a while that we've been above zero. So that's great, because I don't like it when it's like freezing cold. It's not too much fun when it's like really cold. So when it's warmed up, it makes things so much easier. That's for sure. Okay, I'll try not to wave my lens around here too much. I was doing something. I didn't get my coat fastened before I started walking, and I was working on it, trying to get it. That's why the phone was shaking around. I'll try not to do that. if I can help it. So, February 3rd. Wow. 11 days till Valentine's Day. Wow. I always say that's the turning point. After Valentine's Day, most of your weather's about 0, plus 3 or 4, minus 1 or 2. Not too much more of this minus 20 and 15 and stuff after Valentine's. Well, that's your turning point, because that's the middle of February. And you're well through the harshest part of winter. So if we can make it 11 more days, that's when I say the turnaround really begins, and it feels warmer. Then each week or two after that just keeps getting better. Nice to see the snow melting here. Sidewalks are all bare again. Man, it's a big switch from the weekend. When I made that video on the weekend, man, that was a horrible day. I will never forget that one. My wife came over and got me because the transportation had shut down. They pulled the buses off the road, or wherever they were, they stopped them, and they couldn't go out. So I had no way to get home. I never anticipated that would happen, but it did. So I called my wife, and she came and got me, and there was cars stuck all over the place. Everywhere you looked, there was cars stuck in snowbanks. And where I was waiting for her, down on Barrington, the snow was like a foot deep, and somehow she used the car tracks or whatever to get there, and she pulled up and I jumped in, and we almost got stuck several times, but somehow we were able to keep it going. Our vehicle is an all-wheel drive. That helped some. I'm sure it did. But it's all-wheel drives aren't like four-wheel drives. They're better than two-wheel drives, but they're not as good as a four-wheel drive. They're about halfway between. You can still get stuck. So we made it all the way home that day, and when we got to where we live, there wasn't any parking spots that you could drive into, so we had one that we were going to shovel it a little bit to get into it, and my wife was driving and she got stuck going in, so we had to shovel around the wheels, and I was shoveling, she was spinning a tire, but nothing. We couldn't seem to get out, so we switched places. She was shoveling and I was trying to get out, and I did get out. I tried a little trick I learned a long time ago. If you get stuck, if you can only gain an inch, go that inch, then put it in reverse and use that inch for momentum to back up. And if you only gain 2 inches, go 2 inches, stop, put it back into drive, and each time you'll go a little bit farther, and eventually you'll get out, rather than spinning your tires. Don't spin your tires, you just dig holes and you get stuck. But if you do it like that, you'll get out, and that's what I did. And I got us out. And when we got home, we got up, walked to our place, got in the house, that was it. We didn't go out that night. That was it. It was just too horrible a day. Well, you saw the video, and they got it in a lot of other places too. I seen some videos of different provinces that got that storm, and it wasn't fun. It was one of the worst ones I've seen. I don't know if it's been the worst or not, but it was quite brutal because the winds were so severe. But look at today. What a difference a few days make. Today, the wind has all died down pretty well, and it's warmed up. The sidewalks are back to being bare. The roads and streets are all bare. Now I heard there could be freezing rain coming. So we'll see. I hope it stays warm enough so it don't freeze. And that will be really good, but we'll have to see. I call it for rain, freezing rain, and maybe some snow. The storm is supposed to start late Friday and into Saturday. If there's freezing rain, I want to be home. I don't want to be out on the road if there's freezing rain. We might have an all-wheel drive, but that don't make you invincible. Freezing rain is hard to deal with. I'm going to walk down to the water and we'll explore the piers out here if I can get there. I think I can. I don't think it's completely closed off here. They're doing a lot of work here, and I'm hoping that when this is all done, maybe by the time things open up in the spring, summer, that they built something nice here. But I don't know. I can't really tell what it is yet. So, we got a puddle down here. Oh, look, there's a train coming. I hear that train coming. I'm not doing a very good Johnny Cash impersonation, am I? But here comes the train, and I'm going to try to video it coming by here. Okay, I'm getting off the track. Here it comes. It could be going right through. We'll see. And it might be stopping. So we'll stand back here out of the way, and we'll see what we can do. Look at the lights on the front of that. Can't see them, can you? There. Now you can see them. I'll step over here just long enough to get a picture of the train. There it is. I love this spot right here because you can, when the trains come by, you can be so close to them. You don't want to get too close, or you get into trouble and stuff. But close enough so it looks good. So I don't know if he's coming up, but they make up the trains right back there. The trains going west from Halifax, they make up the trains right there, and then when they get them all put together, they head out. So I don't know, I think it's stopped. So we might not get a look at it right now. If it starts to come this way, I'll try to get back over here and get that train in our video, okay? There's ice here. This is the kind of treacherous. I might not get down to the water on this one. I just want to make sure the train's not coming. I don't want to get clear down there and miss it. Nah, it's backing up, okay. We'll go on down here. Forget about the train, because he might not take off for another hour. Okay, this is slippery here, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to fall, smash my equipment, or break a bone. So we're gonna have to exercise some caution. Good, we have my boots on, so I'm not worried too much about the snow and the water and the slush. I got my boots on. If I was wearing sneakers, I'd be concerned. Lucky I made a good choice today. Well, it's a little sloppy in here, but I want to go down to the water, look out across the water, because there's fog in the harbor, and everything is, things are different. I like to try to show that. I look across there one day and it's sunny, another day it's raining or something, but today is foggy, and I think fog adds a nice touch to a video. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down here and look out across the harbor through the fog. There we are. I can't get out on the pier at all, I don't think. Well, maybe they left us a little bit. Yes, I can. You can walk around, as long as you don't bother the fence, you can walk. The fence doesn't cut it completely off here, so this is good. All right, there we are down here on the pier, where I can look out across the water. You can't see much of Halifax today, because it's very foggy, but I like the fog. It's good, always adds a nice touch to it. You can't see, there's where the ocean is up that way. You can't see very far that way, maybe a kilometer, half a kilometer, maybe. I'd say it's about, I don't know, might be a kilometer over there to Halifax across the harbor. Might be. It should be about that probably, about a kilometer. Maybe less. Maybe, probably more than half a kilometer, but less than a kilometer maybe. Yeah, that's what I think. There's some sirens in the background there. You know, we don't have a lot of crime in Halifax. We have some, but there was a bizarre incident happened last week, and it's got me dumbfounded. It's got most people I talk to dumbfounded. How could this have happened? Here's what happened. A 12-year-old boy took a gun into a convenience store and tried to hold it up. He demanded money and cigarettes. He was 12 years old. He was still standing there when the police got there. I met the police cars going. We were going up Highway 111, and we met 3 police cars with the lights and sirens on. They were in a big hurry. Next day we found out what it was. Can you imagine? Does anybody know of a 12-year-old boy that tried to do an armed robbery? That's the first one I've heard of. Got a bit of wind out here. Wind out here, but not bad. You know what I want to do? I got like a rain jacket all over my denim jacket, and I like a silly person. I didn't fasten it up before I started walking. But I think what I'll do, rather than interrupt this video, I'm gonna. At some point I'll just turn it off and do my jacket up and turn it back on. It never hurt anything. You turn it off, turn it on, it just, you won't even be able to tell when you see the video where I turned it off and turned it on. They join right together. It's no big deal. So I'm not really freezing cold. The wind's in the back now. It was so nice out today. I didn't wear my winter jacket. I put a pocket sweater on. Underneath, I got my blue denim jacket on, which fastened down. And then I got just a light thin windbreaker for rain and wind and stuff on top. Which is plenty, because it's not a bad day out there. Can you hear those sirens in the background? A lot of police cars. Size of the city Halifax is. We're almost 500,000 people in our area. Like we take in a few other little municipalities along with Halifax, like Bedford and Spryfield and different areas like that. And this little area plus the downtown it's around 500,000 people. So there's bound to be some crime when things happen. Do you like looking at it through the fog in the city? I do. I just see the outline of downtown Halifax over there. Barely can see it. Just a little bit of it. And the bridge ridge up there, you can see, I know there's a bit of breeze, I hope it's not too noisy. You can see the bridge just a little bit through the fog. I love the fog. I like the pictures of the fog. A lot of old movies they used to make. Things happened in the fog. A foggy night in London, and some terrible thing would happen. Oh, I see. They're replacing the beams under the boardwalk here. That's one thing they're doing. Just trying to fix this place all up while we're in the off season, so when summer comes, it'll be really good. That must be what it is. And those beams, they bolt them down, because I see a guy over there with a wrench bolting it down. Well, I still hear those sirens going. I don't know what it is, but I can see the city through the fog over there. Can you see it? I don't know if you can or not through my lens. And there's still sirens going. Must be something happened there pretty big, because it sounds like I hear air horns like a fire truck. And the other one's probably the police cars, maybe ambulance. So, here we have some emergency in Halifax today. Well, there we go. We've had a look down here, and I'm going to keep going. First chance I get, I'm going to fasten up my wind jacket, but don't have opportunity right here. I'll probably go inside the ferry terminal or something like that to do that. My apparatus that holds my phone so I can do videos keeps it. I won't go into the technical name of it, because maybe a lot of people wouldn't know what I'm talking about. It holds my phone, and if I step on something that's bumpy or just walking, my phone doesn't move around too much. It kind of keeps everything balanced. Well, it has a little screw spot in the bottom, and I have an extension handle that will plug into that. It screws into the bottom, and it has 3 little legs that spread out and make a tripod. So if I want to set my phone down, I got a tripod to set it down. But me, like, I'm not sure what I should call myself. I didn't put it on my phone, so now I can't set my phone down, because these things don't like to be set down. They don't mind if you're on your if you're on the tripod, they're great. But if you just try to set it down, they don't like it. They flop around and probably could break something. So you have to have the tripod connected if you want to set your phone down when it's on. So that's why I haven't been able to set my phone down, because I didn't put that on my phone before I started. But I'm okay. It's not freezing out. It's just, you know, if you're in the wind, it can be a little bit cool. But I'm okay. Well, we didn't see the train go by yet. It's some hard to hit this just right, get here with perfect timing so you can see the train go by, but not right now. I'm not sure when it does, but that's where they make up the trains right down there. So there's about, I don't know, 6 or 7 tracks where they, for different destinations, they put cars on those tracks, and there's a shunting engine here, and he makes up the trains, and then they bring usually like 3 engines to hook onto the train when it's ready to go, but they just use their local shunting engine to make up the trains, and they do that right here at the ferry terminal. So now you know how that works. When you see those long trains heading out of Halifax, heading from Montreal and Toronto, different destinations, this is where they start. that guy was drinking. That not the two I was talking to, but the guy that was yelling. So my apologies for the horrible language from that fellow. But what could I do, right? I didn't want to get him any worse by saying something, so I just let him have his ramble. Apparently he doesn't like Justin Trudeau. Everyone's entitled to their political beliefs. I don't try to sway anybody or convince anyone of anything. That's not my job as a person making videos to do that. So I stay neutral on that kind of stuff. Just walk through the fairy terminal, because that'll give me a chance maybe to fix my jacket while I'm in here. I think that's a good idea. All right, we will go up here. I'll find a spot. Oh, it's broke. I gotta walk up there. The escalator's broke. I gotta walk it. Oh well, that's all right. You get to be my age, you need exercise. So it doesn't hurt to walk up here. They've got all these seats and things blocked off. Now you're not allowed to sit here because of the virus. So, but I don't know why they do that, because the coffee shops are open and the chairs are a lot closer in the coffee shop than they are here. So I don't really understand the logic, but anyway, it is what it is, and we have to accept it. Well, you get a trip through the ferry terminal today. We're planning a trip to Toronto in May. So if all works well, I'll be able to make some videos of our trip. I'm looking forward to that. But we'll have to see how that goes, because the virus can get out of hand and they can shut everything right down again, and we might not be able to go. So that's all I can say. We're going if we can. If we can't, then I'm not going. All right, I got to turn this off for a couple of minutes. All right, sorry it's wobbled around there. Okay, I had to shut my camera off so I could zip up my coat and stuff, and then back. It only took a second there. So we're back, and I think I'm going to go up on the street here now and walk around and just make this video just a little bit longer. A little sloppy on this side of the stairs, but that's okay. I think I'll be all right. I got my heavy boots on, so it's okay. So, it's 2 o'clock. That's good. There we go. That's a walk. Got our walk. This is a kind of busy street here. It's a good idea to wait for your walk before you do anything. Alright, don't need my umbrella. I brought it with me. Used it when I first came out before I started the video. But by the time I started the video, whoops, sorry, it's flying all over the place here. I should have got myself rigged up. Oh, there goes my glove. Okay. Okay, I hope you'll forgive me for all this racket. I dropped my glove on the sidewalk and I had to get it. So, I promise I will not make a big racket out of this phone anymore. Okay, there we go. Straightened all up, leveled, aimed, there we go. Yeah, I just gotta be home before, I say I gotta be home before 4 o'clock because I have to pick up my son anytime around maybe 5. So, but he might get off earlier. So I have to get home to be ready to go pick him up from work. I'm walking up Queen Street because I walked down Portland, so I thought I might as well take a different route back. We'll go up Queen. Queen runs parallel to Portland. Oh, sorry, no. I gotta get my stories right here now. Yes, Queen runs parallel to Portland. It really does. It runs parallel to Portland. And the street I was on when I came over to Queen was Alderney. So we'll go right up Queen Street and make our way back over to Portland. And maybe, just maybe, I don't know. No, I think I got enough time to walk home before I'm going to get into trouble by not enough time. Going to check out my other phone, if I can do this without wobbling too much here, and see what the time is. 2 o'clock. Oh, I'm great. I'm in good shape. It's only 2 o'clock. I will be home by 3. For sure. I'll be home by 3. And I won't have to go anywhere before 4 o'clock. Not likely. So I'm in good shape. It's earlier than I thought. I thought it was about 3 o'clock, but no, it's only 2, so I'm in good shape here. Those 2 older couple I was talking to at the ferry terminal, they're friends of mine. I know them. They live on our street, and very nice couple. And I'm sure they weren't very happy about that young guy that was getting in their way, because they looked pretty happy to see me come along, start talking to them. I could smell the liquor on that young guy. You know, that's happened to me 2 or 3 times now. I've been walking around doing a video, and he comes along and start yelling into it. You try to, I don't want to have an incident on the street with somebody, so I just try to keep them calm as can be, and act like I'm on their side, and try to keep them happy. You don't want to start something over here. So that's the way I handle it when I meet somebody that's kind of obnoxious, and I try to give them the impression, hey, I'm with you, buddy, and that kind of thing. and then it don't get into something out of hand. And so that's how I handle these things. That's the best way, I think. You gotta do it like that, because you can't be scolding people for things they do, because it's not my place to do that. So I try to make it my policy to be nice to everyone. And a lot of things escalate because one person says something, then the other person says something back, and it escalates. Where if you just can be calm, you can get the other person calm, and it doesn't go anywhere. So that's my strategy when I'm out. Well, I'm sure my friends they weren't very happy with it. They probably didn't know what to say to him. And they live down just a few buildings from where I do. And I see them fairly often. And they are a very nice couple. Every time they see me, "Hi, Paul, how you doing?" They always wave to me, even if they're clear across the street and down a half block. They wave to me, "Hi, Paul." So I've come to get to know them over time, and very, very nice couple. I think he's up in his 70s, pretty good. He's older than I am, but his wife is younger. Something like me and my wife. My wife is quite a bit younger than me, and that couple is kind of the same. She's quite a bit younger than him. But that's not unheard of today, is it? When you marry somebody or you meet somebody and you're attracted to them, it's not because of their age. It doesn't really matter about that. That's like the last thing to think about is age. I look at it this way: if she's good with it, I am. So my wife knew how old I was when we started going together. That was a long time ago. I was just young then. But we're together after all these years, still getting along, still happy. Some people tried to cause trouble when we first got together. They said, they'd tell her, like, because I was working as a truck driver, and they said, "Oh, you don't want to trust those truck drivers. They got a woman in every town," and all this stuff. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. I told my wife, I said, "When would I have time to look for a woman in every town?" She'd been with me on the truck, and I said, "I'm hurrying there, getting my load, and hurrying home. No time to do anything else." That's how it is. It's hurry, hurry, hurry. Every company I ever worked for, pretty much, it was hurry, hurry, hurry. Except the company that I worked for the longest time in Ontario. And I don't think they'll mind me saying their name, because they were the best place I ever worked, all things told. I've worked for Day and Ross, Fast Tracks, Joe for Humpty Dumpty for a while. Did all kinds of other work. Worked for a farmer, worked for a scrapyard. And I worked for a company where I spent most of my years driving, called Rocket Freight. And they're in Ajax, Ontario. And us and the employees, we were like a family. Everybody knew everybody in that company, and you'd do anything to help the next guy out. So it was like that. Yeah, they were a very good company to work for. So I can't say enough good about them. They're usually really good. And I worked for that company altogether about 20 years. I worked in, first time I went there, I stayed 2 years, I did something else. I came back, I stayed 2 years, did something else. I came back another 2 years. Then the last time I came back was like 15 years or something like that. And I only left because I retired. I stayed there till I was 67, and then I retired and came down to Halifax. It's a big shift from Toronto, but I love it here. Can't say enough good about Halifax. Absolutely love it here. Just in case you didn't know, we changed streets and we're on Irish Town Road. That's all that building says. Now we got to make our way up to Portland again. And hopefully I'm still recording. I think I am. Yeah, there it is. Okay. It's hard to see sometimes. Good, because I got another video on here, so I got 2 videos on this phone. If I can finish this one off, we'll have 2 videos on here. One is for tomorrow morning, which is on my phone. I got to do that one today. Get it in the computer, and my son will help me out, and we'll get that shipped off to YouTube. And then the other one will be for Monday, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to go over this way because I got to get back to Portland so I can, that's about the only road I'm going to take to get to my destination. So we'll go back over to Portland, and I started right in front of the United Church, but I think I'm past that now, so I won't be ending there. It is actually really nice out here today. I fastened my coat up about 3/4 of the way just to keep the wind off me, but it is warm now. I think by the time I get over to Portland will be a good place to end this, because I walked out here quite a ways. When I get up here to the light, I'm going to cross the street and go out that way. I guess that's the way to do that. go across here. That's a strange building, isn't it? With no windows in it. It's got some tall, skinny ones in the bottom and then nothing up the top. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's something to do with the power commission. Yeah, that's what it is. The transformers to make more power.
No bark. Sorry. No bark.
I love dogs. And sometimes dogs don't love people though if they don't know you. And sometimes they just like to bark. So you never know. If a dog's barking, it don't mean they're gonna bite you. It don't mean they're not gonna bite you. It's well, we're out in the back streets of downtown Dartmouth. I gotta try to get over to my street and head home soon here. We are at Myrtle Street. I've been on this street before, once, not too long ago. Maybe a couple months ago. I think I might have been on this street. So what do you think of how does Halifax stack up against other cities for cleanliness? I think it's pretty good. You don't usually see garbage all over the street and stuff like that. I think it's a pretty good city for for a place this size. It's quite well maintained. Now, in my opinion, the snow removal could be a little better, but it depends on where you live. On my street, no, it's not, I don't think it's a priority. Depends on where you live. And just about every city is the same way. If you live where the mansions are and the big expensive houses, they look right after that. The very minute it starts to snow, they're right up there cleaning it, and it goes down the ladder. As you get in a little bit cheaper area, that you get less snow removal attention. They plowed our street last week, right after that storm, and I looked at how far out in the street they were from our sidewalk, It was between 5 and 6 feet out from the curb. They want us to not park on the street so they can plow it. And then they swung way out wide. There wasn't a car on the street where I live. And they run the plow up between 5 and 6 feet out away from the curb. So that wasn't such a good deal, because the cars all had to park out beside that, and then there wasn't any room. There's only room for a car to go up through or down through. You couldn't meet a car if you were beside a car. You had to wait till the car went by and then go around it, because the snowplow didn't plow it good. I'm not sure why. Not really sure about that. This is Pine Street Park, for anyone who's wondering. And a small park there with stuff for kids to play on and things like that.
Hi.
Hi. I hope I don't startle them.
No, that's fine.
That dog looked like he had a little bit of pit bull in him, so I guess he wanted to make sure he didn't get overprotective and decide that he's going to take a bite out of me or something there. Yeah. Can't tell about those type of dogs. I can't even tell you what a pit bull is, but if it looks like a pit bull, it's a pit bull, I guess. If you got that wide head and a real strong look to it. If it looks like a pit bull, it is a pit bull. That's all I can say. Well, I'm looking out towards the harbor there now. A little bit more and we'll be back onto Portland. You know, I found a way to see that little thing on my screen. If I point it at something white, I can see it really good. If it's looking at something dark, it's hard to see it. All right, well, let's see. I can go this way, might as well. It'll cut off a few steps. And it'll put me almost where I started my video. Gotta check my time now. See how my time is doing. I gotta make sure I get home somewhere around 3 o'clock if I can. 2:22. I think I can be home 3 or a quarter after. Oh, let me just check. I'll make sure nobody's texted me or anything. Okay, let's just check and make sure that I haven't got a text. No, nobody texts me, no phone calls. Great, that's the way I like it. No text, no phone calls. That means nobody's trying to reach me. Okay, I just gotta try to get my glove back on here. There we go. All right. Well, this is really taking the snow down. I'm going to just try to look at my phone so I can tell you what temperature it is right now. See if it's come up a little bit since I started walking. It's 6 degrees. It's +6 right now. That's really great. +6. So the snow is melting really well. Lots of puddles of water around, but better than keeping the snow there. Snowstorms can be exciting, but after it's snowed, it starts to look dirty and like that. It don't look so good. It's better if it melts. 6 degrees, not bad at all. I need to get across the street here somehow. I took a wrong turn back there, and I'm going farther away from my home than I am towards it. I need to go down here and then make a left. I still got plenty of time because I won't have to leave the house before 4 o'clock. So it's somewhere between 2 and 3 right now. So I got plenty of time to get home. Then I go pick my son up. He's working up in Lower Sackville. And then I have to go get my wife in Burnside Industrial Park. I guess I was talking, I wasn't paying attention to what I did, and instead of turning right, I turned left. And I went a little bit out of my way, but that's all right. I just got to show you a little more of the streets. We're at Star Line, up through there. And there's a house for sale, the new price. I doubt if it went down. It probably went up because it's booming here. The market is red hot here. There's people coming here who buy a house coming from out west in Ontario, and they buy it without even looking at it. They just pay the price and take it. When they get here, they move in. That's what they do. They don't want to take a chance on somebody getting it ahead of them, so they just take as is. No home inspection, no nothing, they just take it. All right. I think this street will do it. I think. I think this is a shortcut to Portland, instead of going all the way down and back up. Furniture and upholstering shop right there. Don't think I ever saw that before. Don't think so. First time I've seen that store since I lived here. See, there's a lot of things I haven't seen yet in this city. I don't know much about these back streets in this area right here. Maybe I'll have to explore them and do a bit of walking around here because I don't really know a whole lot about them. Wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Okay, we're almost back over to Portland Street. That right there is the back entrance into Tim Hortons on Portland. That's a street you can go down in, or you can come up and get on. I usually come up out of there this way and get on the street and go over that way. Then it's easier to get out into the traffic. Because if you try to come out of Tim Hortons, there's no traffic lights. But you can come up that roadway out this way and you get a traffic light up there. Much easier to get out. Well, we had a long walk around Dartmouth today. I'm happy that this video is still going. When I get over here to Portland, I'll sign off because I've already walked Portland quite a few times. I don't want to bore you to death with it, so when I get over here to corner by the light, I'll sign off. I see I got one new subscriber today, that's great. I'm at 651. If all you people that like my videos would subscribe, I will be at my goal of 1,000 by summer. That's my goal. I want to hit 1,000 by July, my birthday. Because it was about that time 2 years ago when I started making videos. Can't imagine. I got like 2 years in now. So, if some of you folks even just push that subscribe button, that will help me out so much. And it's not hard to do. It doesn't cost anything. It's that it won't inconvenience you in any way. You just subscribe. And that's your way of saying I really like watching these videos. And they will let you know whenever I bring a video out. You don't have to watch them all, but they'll notify you. And so anyway, enough said about that. So if you like this video, push that little thumbs up thing there and I'll know you like it. And hopefully you'll become a subscriber soon. And if you are a subscriber, I just want to say thanks for subscribing to my channel. And there we go. Got this thing focused finally. With that, I'll say goodbye for now. Have a great day. We'll see you all soon.